Welcome to winter, welcome to memories, welcome to commemoration of great things that have transpired over the centuries in golf. As we come to you from the World Golf Hall of Fame in the World Golf Village in St. Augustine, Florida, it's part of an MGL road trip that represents not just a time to get away from the winter in Michigan, but also to make some memories of our own, because we've turned this trip into a father-son getaway, as he has done so often over the course of 17 plus years. Playing the role of son is my son, Bo Hobson. Let's talk first about this World Golf Hall of Fame and some of the things you've taken in.
It's beautiful. Um, Absolutely, just the craftsmanship of the place is awesome, and it's kind of cool to see the game that means a ton to me represented so well and pretty much just laid out in a very easy to follow manner and fun to look at and fun to interact with manner as well. There's a lot of interactive pieces, a lot of things to see, a lot of things to do, and it's awesome, beautiful.
Got a chance to putt with Gutta Percha, with the feathery, and then moving forward to the modern day golf ball. What's the biggest difference that you observed?
Well, the feathery is leather, so that's a pretty huge thing right off the bat. The gutta percha is very hard and felt very different from the modern golf ball because what they do here is they have an older putting green with the old style hickory sticks, hickory putters, and then you're going to move on to the modern putting green, and the ability to feel the difference is awesome, and it's very cool.
Aside from being able to put your hands on some of that old equipment, what else jumps out at you, especially maybe as you're looking at accomplishments of players from the past?
To me, it's just the fact that the game has been around for so long, and it means a lot to a lot of people, and it's interesting to kind of see it represented, and it's in a deeper way than I can remember seeing it before. Um, just to visually see just how much it means and how much it's done. Presidents, celebrities, everyone has played this game, and it's awesome to see that visually and interactively.
It's kind of fun to have our names atop the leaderboard at Augusta for a brief period of time, and then, you get a chance to customize that board and make it look a little more memorable. When you turn the corner, a couple more displays through the museum, you come to an actual green jacket, and that kind of stops you in your tracks.
Yeah, I stared at it for a long time, tried to memorize every thread, and that was cool.
That particular green jacket belongs to Gary Player. So our father-son trip to St. Augustine kicks off with a tour of the World Golf Hall of Fame here at World Golf Village. Normally we would do a few more things outside, but it's frankly it's not a very nice weather day. However, we did attempt to play a little bit of golf at King and Bear. You got a little flavor for that course, even though your hands may still be a little bit numb from it. What did you think of it?
It was beautiful, very well designed, and it was a lot of fun. I wish we could have finished.
You made your way around that course in a very unique fashion. Can you give folks an idea of what in the world you were doing?
So I rode the golf board, and it's like a surfboard type deal, is the best way I can describe it. You're kind of on a skateboard slash surfboard, and then you're steering with your hands a little bit and your body weight, and you can zip around, and it's a lot of fun. It's a modern way of getting around. I think people are going to love it once it really catches on.
I want to just take a moment to say thank you to Dave Cordero and his team who have brought us in here for the idea of sharing with all of you this concept of a father-son trip. Thank you to the Renaissance Hotel for putting us up. It's a beautiful place. Every time we get in that elevator and see the atrium and see the main lobby area, we're reminded of that. Our father-son trip to this part of the world is not complete until we get a chance to check off an item from my lifetime golf bucket list. As you can tell by this cozy little clubhouse over my shoulder, we're at TPC Sawgrass, and in a few moments we get to play the stadium course that we've all watched on TV for years. Bo, come on in here for a second, because for the last couple of days we have thoroughly enjoyed ourselves over at World Golf Village and the World Golf Hall of Fame. And then we pull onto this property, about a half-hour drive away. What were your initial impressions of coming here?
The drive-in was very beautiful, and it was really cool to see. there's a ton of workers out, just keeping the place absolutely pristine, and it paid off because the view we have right now that I'm looking at is
It's crazy.
unbelievable. So beautiful.
We were inside the clubhouse finding a locker, and we met Joe, who has been the locker room attendant here for 23 years. And Joe said, what?
Joe said, "Let me take you someplace you're not allowed to go," and that's kind of when I knew, all right, this is gonna be pretty cool, pretty fun, and he took us on a pretty unforgettable little tour there.
An unprecedented walk through some of the private areas of this clubhouse where only winners of the Players' Championship have gone. Let's take you on that walkthrough before we head out to the golf course at TPC Sawgrass.
Thinking he's going to write something down. He goes right to the locker and he writes, "Jimmy, I'm a big Pittsburgh fan," and he signs it, "Terry Bradshaw." And I'm saying, how am I going to get that off that locker?
He didn't care.
We left it on there. Jimmy came from off tour a couple weeks later and he sees that. He said, "Did he really write that?" I said, "Yes, sir, he did." Then I want the door. So we took the door off.
Oh, is that
So
right?
we took the door. I mean, these guys are just like us. They're groupies in their own mind. We're all,
Yeah.
and that's the way it is.
Stores don't have food. Like, you can't get food. It's crazy. It's just the government's, I guess.
Harry, come on, keep running. Even from there, they play like hybrids, 4-iron, because it's a short hole.
Now the moment that we were looking forward to. Oh, he's pured it. That's got to have enough. It's a yard short. That's flat. That's got to get to the bunker.
Just bladed it.
All right.
It's on the back.
That's going off.
It hit the post. Okay. He bladed a shot that rolled onto the green, almost off the back, but it hit the wooden post in the back of the green, so it stayed on.
That was bladed, a hand wringer, a piece of junk. And because they have some barriers up around the back, it's like bumper bowling. I like hit the railroad tie on the back, and I can still see the ball. So I know it's dry. It was just a few hours ago when we stood on the steps of this clubhouse before our round at TPC Sawgrass, and as we wrap up this aspect of our father-son trip, we got to tell you, that's one incredible golf course. What did you think about it?
It was beautiful, awesome, challenging. It ate me alive, but I had a great time playing it because it was one of the most surreal things in the world, being like, wow, I mean, the greats have played here and the greats have seen all this before too, so it was awesome.
For those of you who are part of our Facebook page and entered our contest to predict the number of balls that we would lose here, the number is 15. Would you care to break down how that balance went?
Well, he had 1.
Hang with us, math fans. I lost 1.
And I had whatever 15 minus 1 is, so I'm not sure.
Through Common Core, we struggle with some of these things, but we started on the back nine, so we got to number 17, early in the round, and neither of us is very pleased with what happened on 17. We want to go back there so badly, and here's the beauty of this father-son trip idea. hopefully we can come back again another time, and hopefully you will go and try it as well, because this truly is a bucket list experience, and I highly recommend it for everybody. So thank you to World Golf Village, to the World Golf Hall of Fame, to our friend Dave Cordero, to everybody here at TPC Sawgrass. And I would thank my playing partner, because it wouldn't have been the same if I was playing here with some strangers. It was kind of cool to be here with my son, and that's what we're trying to get everybody to do. We want to encourage you to go out and spend time, fathers and sons, making memories like this, and overall, thumbs up.
Definitely.